Alright, so today I'm going to show you something kind of interesting. This is a Arduino board. It's a cute little programmable computer chip. And it's pretty easy. It comes with a USB cable, you plug it in your computer, run it off the software, and you can program your own code into it to make it do whatever it is you're trying to make it do. Right now I got it hooked up as a, so I can find the battery to plug it in with. There we go. It's a temperature monitor, thermometer I guess. It's got a little LCD screen on there, kind of upside down. It'll tell you focus, temperature. Got a little potentiometer on here to change the contrast of it. Little screen. Super easy. There's a little temperature sensor right there. Put my finger on it, you can see that the temperature should rise. But obviously nothing works when you want it to. So I got this for Ava to play with for her science project. She actually turned this into a decimal meter. It's all interchangeable parts. Comes with this nice little breadboard, so nothing's permanent. All these leads that come out nice and easy. So essentially you got two different parts here when you start off with. You got the actual Arduino board and then the breadboard, and it's pretty much got different leads on here that go in here. Obviously, if we get this to focus, there we go. You got your positive rail, negative rail, and then these rails all here go the other way. So it's nice for prototyping. The Arduino board has got an IC chip on there, which I think comes out and you can use it independently, but I've never bothered with that. Like I said, you hook it up to the software and you can load the codes into it for whatever you wanted to do and control all the different outputs, inputs for different, well, whatever it is you want to do with it. It's super easy software to use, the commands and the coding. Ava figured it out before I did. Smart kid. But the kit that I got her came with this, obviously, an instruction manual with different projects. Unfortunately, I didn't have one in there for medium the sound. Came with a little motor that the leads broke off of because it's cheap Chinese crap. A little servo motor that you can program to go back and forth or do whatever it is you want to do. This was the actual microphone. Focus, you fuck! Well, you get the picture. A little microphone that actually has the pins in it to plug in, and it's you can calibrate it as well. That's what we use for a project. Have a little Bluetooth sensor for communicating with a Bluetooth device. Well, LED matrix. Haven't used this for anything yet. Got a relay, little Texas Instrument IC chip. Got some transistors, just little tiny guys. Kind of use these as an amplifier if you need to. It's got some little push button chips. Got a little buzzer. We'll be using this later for this first project that we do. A whole bunch of red and green LEDs. whole bunch of resistors. I don't remember the ohms on these. I'll have to use the multimeter to test them for our project because I don't have any of this labeled. What else we got? Some different plugs. Obviously the leads go in there. You can extend it. And these are both female end ones. That's pretty much it. Nothing else that cool. Yeah, one of my favorite things was was getting this to work. This little LCD panel. You know, you think it's going to be super complicated, and you're not smart enough to do this, but it's actually quite simple and a lot of fun. It's something I wish I had growing up when I was first learning electronics. Pretty much all my dad taught me about electronics is, you know, the pixies go in here and they will kill you. But remember to work on everything live. That way you know it's hooked up right. Because if you hook it up wrong, that's when the smoke comes out. So I'm going to get this all organized, and then we'll start building our little buzzer thing. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, it's super easy to use this, and there is tons of information on the internet on different projects that you can build. Like I said, we're just going to do a simple buzzer project here. It'll get more complicated a little later. You can see, you know, I got the sketch from the internet. So there's all kinds of different sites. I got this one from Princetronics, and it pretty much shows you how to wire it up. But the basic knowledge of electronics kind of tell you how to do it anyways. So it isn't super necessary. I'm going to start building this. I think I need a 1 ohm resistor. I don't remember what size these resistors are. I got 2 different kinds so far. And so we're just going to hook these up to my new little clips that I got. Runs go pretty easy. Okay. It's 10 kilo ohms. And this one is 330, so this is the one we want. Pretty much anywhere from 300 to 1K ohm said would work, so we need that, our buzzer, and 2 leads. We'll go put those 2 there. So now we just build it up. Well, hello, friend. Oh, who's that? I'm gonna go check the door. She isn't going out right now. Sorry. Oh, the cat comes to the door just like a freaking dog. Okay, so that is it. Focus! Like I said, simple. Got our buzzer, our resistor hiding in there. Well, if I get this thing to focus, you'd see it. And then 2 jumper wires coming off of that. Simple. Next up, we'll go into programming. So like I said, super easy to use this in the coding. You want to take your prototype and plug it in. I currently have the old temperature sensor program ran in there right now, so as you see, you can't really see too well on the camera, but you got all your code here. We don't want any of this old stuff, so we're going to delete that, write our new code, which I'm just putting Control V because I copied it off of a Word doc. And then all you have to do for that is you verify it. It says done, looks good. Hit upload. And it's done. Like I said, this one was going to be a little more complicated than the actual drawing. You know, plug it from here. What's nice about this board is you just don't have to power it off of USB power. Arduino is actually run off of 5 volts. God, this thing just won't focus. There it goes. But you can run it off of the USB, or you can plug a jack into it. It runs off of 5 volts, so somewhere in here there's a resistor that brings this 9 volt battery down to a 5 volt level. So we got that resistor in there. I mean, if we took that out and moved it to run with no resistor, obviously it gets louder. You can actually wire in a variable resistor in there to turn, and you can actually adjust the volume to whatever increment you want it to do. You know, if you don't like this level, you can hit reset and it'll just start at the beginning. Pretty neat. That's why I like these boards. I don't know what I'm going to build next, but you can go as far as building robots with multiple Arduino boards. They have even, I can't remember what they're called. This is the Arduino Uno, but they make one, and I think this is the R3 level. Yeah, so it's their newest big one, but they have ones that are a lot smaller, probably about half the size of this board. So they're really compact, do a lot of fun, neat things with them. It's great for getting kids and even adults into electronics. It's something if you want to get into, I would definitely get one of these. But there's other companies that make them. There's a company called FunSpark that makes a something similar. Texas Instruments makes something similar. There's a few other companies that make them. Can't think of them off the top of my head right now, but always a good time with these little boards, building robots. I mean, you can make them run multiple servos, different types of sensors. Like I had that temperature sensor, got the microphone, which can be used as a sensor as well. And then they have different light sensors, like infrared. What else they have? You got different photo sensors. I actually do have a photo sensor in here. Just a little guy. Find it. Yeah, right there. You can see it's super tiny, but actually a photo sensor. Similar to your little solar powered lights you keep out on your sidewalks at night or out in your garden. It's got a photo sensor in it, so when it loses that power, it flips a switch or a relay to actually turn the light on. So that's it. Thanks for watching.